What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so we finally have Kamala Khan's new uniform here, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at that today. We have her Inhumans Attilan Rising uniform, so let's go ahead and see what it does for her. So the uniform bonus is going to be increase all attack by 15%, max HP by 30%. It's going to give her super armor, which is fantastic, and then all defense by 50%. So a bit of everything there. We've got the HP and defense for survivability. Also, I guess super armor is more defensive, so we have a nice portion of defensive stats there, and then we have a little bit of all attack to help out her DPS. And then she has 6 skill changes, which is definitely needed for Kamala Khan here. So let's see what they are. So first off, we have her 4-star passive, which is going to be a 50 or activation when she's below 50% max HP, and then she's going to get a 30% HP recovery. It's going to remove all debuffs, and then it's going to reset in 6 seconds. So that's actually pretty nice. So it seems like every time you drop below 50% HP, you're pretty much going to be healing up to max. So as long as you don't keep getting pushed below 50% HP, you know, before the 6-second timer is up, you will be healing basically. So I think that's really going to help out her survivability, because I believe this was at 30% before. So when she got below 30% max HP, then she would get that heal, and that's a pretty dang good heal, 30%. And then she also has a skill in here that increases her recovery rate, which we'll get to in a second. The first skill is just a standard skill. Second skill, same thing, she has a stun on there. Third skill, here it is, it adds 50% increase to recovery rate. So yeah, basically when you drop below 50%, you're just going to heal back up to max, which is fantastic because it's going to keep resetting every 6 seconds. So that's what makes it so strong, because a lot of characters, they have like a big heal, like say Deadpool, for example, gets a big heal when he drops below, was it 30%? 20%, and then heals up to max, but that's on like a 150-second cooldown, so it's not going to keep happening. Whereas Kamala here, she's going to keep getting that heal, which is really good. And then she has a guard hit for 8 hits for 8 seconds, increase all attack by 25%, all defense 25%, and a little bit of all speed at 5% to help you out there with your attack speed. So it's a nice skill right there. The fourth skill, we're going to have some shock damage, and then we're going to have some all defense down that does work in World Boss Ultimate, so that's fantastic. Stacks up to minus 50%, so not the highest, but hey, that really helps for World Boss Ultimate to have some all defense down. And then she has some damage immunity for 5 seconds. And then finally, the fifth skill here, we have some more all defense down. Same thing, minus 50%, ignores immunity. And then she's going to get some more all attack and all defense, this time 35%, a little tiny bit more all speed, 1%, so we're going to have 6% total there. And then we're going to have crit rate by 35%, which is really good. It can help max her crit rate. And then the other thing we need to check here is actually the skill durations. So as you can see here, 9 seconds, 12 seconds, 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 14 seconds. So all these are very low. 14 seconds is the highest, so that's perfectly in line with the damage proc. So every 7 seconds, when your damage proc resets, the fifth skill will be available. So that means she's going to be very damage proc friendly, so you don't really have to worry about getting like a CTP of rage or anything like that on her. She can do really well with a regular damage proc. So let's go ahead and take a look at what these skill animations actually look like, or these skill changes. So the first skill, got some punching right there, then like a little whirlwind, and the skill's a little bit long because I thought it was over right here. Then she's got a little bit more. Oh no, never mind. Okay, yeah, and then the punch there. All right, so second skill, she jumps up and slaps them. Slap, slap, slap. Double slap. Nice. Too bad it doesn't have more of an iframe there. So starts off with no iframe. Oh no, it starts off with iframe, then it goes no iframe, and then it ends with iframe. So you can actually use that then to buffer between them, because you could go use that iframe and then cancel into another skill or something like that. Third skill is going to be... Okay, this is the one that has the damage immunity, correct? Oh no, that's a guard hit. So she has a guard hit on this one. It gives her the recovery rate increase. So let's see. So this one, she slaps a few times and then she does a stomp. I really like that growth effect. It looks really cool when she gets like enlarged right there. I don't know, I think that's pretty cool animation. And then the fourth skill, grab some telephone poles there and just boom boom, whacks them, and yeah, electrocutes them. No iframe. This is the one with the damage immunity, right? Yeah, so at least she has damage immunity when doing this skill. She has super armor from her uniform, so you don't really need to worry about getting guard broken. Of course, if you're going to use her in PvP, or you just want to make sure that she doesn't get guard broken, you can give her guard break immunity on an obelisk as well, and then that combo of guard break immunity with super armor will pretty much cover everything. Finally, we have the 5th skill. Let's go ahead and move over here where there's some more enemies. Okay, we have iframe there, some punching, slapping, and then grabbing the ground and just clapping them with it. Nice. Looks like there's a good amount of hits here, so yeah, this is probably going to be the skill you want to proc on. It's right here. Yeah, you get that residual damage, so you might want to do something like the 4th skill here. Pop those down, then go into the 5th skill for your damage proc, and since they're on short cooldowns, you can do that. And then this one will give you the guard hits. It also gives you the attack buff. Yeah, so I could probably, yeah, and the 2nd skill to fill that in. Okay, cool, yeah, so we can go 4, wait for it, and go into the 5th, get your proc here, hopefully. Boom, do that, go into the 3rd, we get your guard hit, and then you have the iframe right there, and you can probably go back into the 4th skill after that. That's just looking around in the skill preview here, but we are going to try her out a little bit, so, you know, I'm going to build up my Kamala a little bit, because I don't think I have anything too spectacular on her, but let's go ahead and purchase this, because I do want this uniform, and like I said, I don't think I have anything too good on her, and do I even have her? I don't have her favorited, so you know what, I'm going to build her up, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are with my Kamala here. I had actually built her up and just forgot about it. I built her up back when I got the APK because I saw that she was getting uniform and I was pretty excited about that. So I went and got her to level 70 before the uniform was released, or before I even did videos on the APK. So yeah, that's why she's at level 70, because I had done that kind of preemptively, so I didn't just do that right now. So we have her at level 70 for her ISO 8 set. I have Power of Angry Hulk on her. We have some 6-star ISOs. And then for her obelisk here, I did switch out the obelisk, so I decided to give her a max HP 180 proc to help synergize with her recovery from her 4-star passive there. So hopefully it'll make her a lot more difficult to kill, and also her uniform has max HP on it as well. So yeah, that should be really nice for her, because previously I just had a recovery rate invincibility obelisk on her, but I think with this uniform she can be really offensive, so that's why I decided to go with the damage proc here. And I did upgrade her uniform to legendary because I did have some of her biometrics, so that's what I decided to do. If you're curious on the uniform options, because I don't remember if I already stated this in my other video when I went over it on the APK, but we have Nimrod right here, the lesser, and then we have Nightcrawler X-Force, we have Captain America Hydra Supreme, we have Proxima Midnight Infinity War, and then the last one is going to be Magneto's Marvel Now. So those are going to be the options for Kamala here. So go back over here. What else do we need to show? I did put 2 Urus on her, which is new for ignore defense, because she wasn't quite capped out, so I decided to just do that to cap her out really quickly. The other slots I'm probably going to be filling up with like crit rate or something like that, because she's really low on crit rate, at least my build is. So this is the stats on her. We have pretty much max attack speed, so as soon as she uses even that skill that gives her 1% attack speed, we will be maxed out, so I didn't really need to do anything there. Our crit rate is at 40%, which again is low, and our crit damage is only at 145, again is low. So those are 2 of the stats that I can work on with my Uru if I decide to kind of invest a little bit more into her. We have max ignore defense. Like I said, I gave her the Urus to do that, and then our skill cooldown is pretty much max. We're 0.3 or 0.23 away, so yeah, we don't really have to worry about that. Our other stats right here, our recovery rate is already at 109%, so we only have 9% that we're getting from the card, so nothing too crazy, but then we get 50% from her skill, and then we have all of that HP as well from the uniform and obelisk, because as you can see here, she's pushing 40k HP, which is actually pretty nice. So that's, yeah, that is pretty good for her 40k. I don't really, what is my baseline here? So let's look at someone that has a lot of HP. Hulk has a lot of HP, but he's a tier 3, 93,000, so not really a fair comparison. Let's see what other tier 3s have. My Namor's got 56k, This another Combat Wolverine is at 48. And now let's look at some level 70s. My Mr. Fantastic is, whoa, he's really low, 28k. What about Sabretooth? He's only pushing 30k. So yeah, she's got really high HP, so that's really good because she's not in any of my teams right now. What about Red She-Hulk? Red She-Hulk's pretty similar in terms of HP. Yeah, so her stats are looking pretty good. So now all that's left is to test her out a little bit and see how she does. We have an event going on, eh? Test her out and see how she does in World Boss Ultimate because I'm curious to see what kind of damage she'll do. So let's go ahead and hop over to that. Alright, so here we are at approximate midnight. This is the team that I decided to go with. We have Beast for leadership, and then we have Valkyrie for her tier 2 passive. Yeah, so we're just going to go hop in like this, and then we've just got some random attack increase strikers there, so nothing special about them. So let's see what kind of damage Kamala can do here with her upgrade. So we're going to start this up. I'm not going to use Beast Roar just to kind of get a better comparison. I don't want to have that big buff there. So let's hop into the 5th skill right away. We got the damage proc. Nice. Go into 3, then 2, and then back to 4, and to 5 for the damage proc. Ooh, look at that damage. Damage is pretty nice. We get another proc here. Ooh, yes, we can. Yeah, and it seems like her skill rotation is really fluid. The skill rotation feels really nice. It seems very consistent with the damage proc, so it doesn't seem like you have to worry too much. Well, of course, there's always that RNG of the damage proc just not going off. Look at that, she's already moving to the next phase, and that was like 30 seconds or like 35 seconds or something. So that was really good, because this is stage 50, so, you know, not an easy stage, but again, not a super difficult stage either, so it's kind of in between. But yeah, what I'm seeing here is really good. I like this damage. So damage is looking good, the survivability is looking good, because even though she doesn't have like a constant heal, so it does look like her, you know, she's getting whittled down on her health. As soon as she drops below 50%, boom, she's back up to full. So yeah, so far I'm liking what I see here. Maybe we could try, let's just try a little bit of a higher stage, and then maybe we'll just hop into a quick fight of Master Mold, since we do have him up today and I have her at level 70, so she'll work there. Let's just go ahead and crank it up to, do you want to crank it all the way to 70? Is that a little too much? I don't know, what do you think? 70? Yeah, let's just hop in and see what happens. She might surprise me though, you never know, but 70 might be a little much for her. Alright, switch on over, go to the 5th skill, get that going. Oh, we didn't proc. We did not proc. Alright, so gonna go here, boom. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So now we can go into our normal skill rotation. Boom. I mean, she's doing damage. It's not the most damage, but she's doing damage here on stage 70, and it's looking pretty good. Ah, we got snared. Lovely blade twisters, and now our damage proc is off. Yeah, I gotta remember, when my skill rotation gets interrupted or I have to reset, just go right to the 5th skill. Don't even try to RNG it with the 4th skill, because it's probably not gonna pay off. Wait, did our damage proc even go off? Alright, so where's the damage proc? There it is. Yeah, so the damage proc RNG is not based off of her skill rotation being bad, because her skill rotation is really nice and really fluid. It's just, you know, the RNG of damage proc actually activating with that 10% chance. So that's just the thing that's throwing it off right now, because her skill cooldowns line up perfectly with the damage proc's timing. So yeah, looking very fluid with the skill rotation. Doing pretty good damage here on stage 70. I don't think it's going to be enough to clear it, but she is putting in work here. Where is she? We're going to get to the... Oh, we got snared again. I think the blade twisters are slowing us down quite a bit, because we got snared a few times. I threw off our rotation, and then of course we have to wait for the snare to wear off. If we get snared those few times, we might be looking a little bit better here. Yeah, alright, so not too bad. Fourth skill, fifth skill. Alright, so it took us over 2 minutes to get to the face change, so she's definitely not going to be able to clear this, but again, the damage is still looking good, even here at level 70. She's still moving the bar, so I'm impressed with that. So a little more work on her. Even if I put a CTP of energy on her, she probably could do this. But I'm kind of curious to see what kind of raw damage she has. So let's transition over to Master Mold and just see what she can do over there. Alright, so here we are at Master Mold. Today we have Combat type Master Mold, so he's going to be at neutral advantage here. I decided to just go with kind of the standard team that you go with for Master Mold here. We have the debuff leadership, and then we have a support. Yeah, so we have 2 random teammates here. We've got one that has a level 70 Doctor Strange and a level 70 Iron Man to try and help us out a little bit, and the other guy just has not characters out of level 70. So not really expecting too much from him, but I just want to see what Kamala Khan can do here, so I don't really care if my teammates help me at all. I just want to see what her damage is like, and hopefully we can load in here waiting for other players. Fantastic. There we go. Someone was on their McDonald's connection there. That took quite a while. Alright, so here we go. Switch on over to Kamala. She's got pretty slow movement speed. I noticed that here. Alright, so here we go. Okay. So electrocute them a little bit. Slap them. Punch them. Electrocute them again. Okay. So these are just little mini sentinels, so I'm not getting too much information here from that. You guys want to kill him so I can save my 5th skill? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now hop into our 5th skill here against Master Mold. And do our 3rd, our 2nd, and then back to the 4th skill, and finally damage proc. I mean, Master Mold's health is definitely going down. I'm pretty sure that's going to be my Kamala Khan, since the other guys didn't seem like they were going to be doing too much damage. Oh, that's not my health. I saw that health bar for the who's that? Is that the Sharon? Whoever that is. One of those blast characters there, and I thought that was my Kamala Khan. I was like, wait, she's actually dying. But no, Kamala Khan is still at full health. You cannot kill Kamala Khan. She has accelerated healing. I was a little late on the old damage proc there, and I keep using 2 and then 3. I'm supposed to be doing it the other way around. I need to stop doing that. Okay, looking good, looking good. He's about to stand up here in a second. This should do it. Oh, come on. Don't kill me, Mr. Iron Man. Okay, even one more. Thought he would have gotten up by now, but he is really content sitting down there, apparently. He's enjoying himself. Oh, that other guy is doing a lot of the damage. Dang it. Why do you have to have strong tier 2s? I want my Kamala Khan to be doing all the damage. Alright, so now our goal is to see if we can outdamage this other guy. He does have type advantage, so he does have that going for him. He just keeps switching between like Iron Man and Doctor Strange. Just pick one, dude. As long as you don't die, you'll be good. Oh, I used the 4th skill too early there. And now our damage proc is, yeah, it's way up. Alright, so we need to stall here. Let our damage proc rekindle, and ow. We just healed completely back up from that. Alright, so here we go. Messed up our damage proc again. Fantastic. Can we just tank all of this damage right here? Oh, well, it went away pretty quickly. I thought he was doing that, that ice attack on the ground. That thing does a lot of damage, usually. Okay, there we go. That was a little bit better in terms of getting our damage proc lined up again. And now it's off again. Again, this is just me making mistakes, because her skill rotation is very damage proc friendly, despite what you're seeing right here. I'm just mistiming everything right now. There we go. Can we get it back? No, now the damage proc decides to not go off at all during the entire animation of the 5th skill. Fantastic. So now we're probably... oh no, we overtook him. Seems like his damage has fallen off here a little bit. That happens sometimes, because once Master Mold stands up, he does have higher defense. Okay. Don't proc, don't proc. Go, now proc. Yeah, there we go. We're finally lining up our damage proc again. Okay. We might be off here again. Oh, nope. There we go. Yeah, punch him. Show him who's boss, Kamala. Oh, there we go. Activate that. Boom, boom. Oh, winded. Run. Don't run. Just stand there and, yeah, stand there and soak up all the damage. That worked out pretty good, actually. Yeah, she just doesn't really seem to care. She just powers through all of that damage. Yeah, look at that. It's like that hit never happened when Master Mold does that jump attack. Oh, we got our damage back up a little early there. Alright, let's get that 4th skill back, please. There we go. Take that. Boom. Not the quickest clear, but hey. This is Kamala Khan. And before, she couldn't even do any damage, so I'd say this is a big improvement. Aha, we even got through the shield. What do you think about that? No, don't. No, he jumped. Okay, 4th skill, slam those down. There we go. Yeah, so our damage is looking good here against Master Mold. It's taking a little while, so I'm not sure how she will do against Galactus, but we can give it a try. But this is also with no damage leadership, though, because we have a debuff lead, so keep that in mind. If we give her a damage leadership, then she'd probably be flying through this pretty quickly, actually. And she may not even need a debuff lead, because she's been getting hit below 50% a few times with Master Mold's like jump attack and some of the kind of lingering damage and stuff, so she could probably be proccing her passive quite a bit, and that will offset any of the mind control and that kind of stuff. Alright. I think just 1 or 2 more skill rotations and we will be good. I only like actively moved out of the way or dodged 1 attack. Besides that, I've just been like face tanking everything, and Kamala has just not really cared. She's like, oh, what? You're trying to kill me? That tickles. Alright. Just trying to delay the inevitable here by jumping away. And there we go. Alright. Kamala Khan taking down Master Mold pretty easily. We did most of the damage, so that's a good sign. It's about 60% of the damage there. 41 million in the 7 minutes. So that's looking pretty good. So now we just need to try her against Galactus. And as you all know, I love taking my level 70s in against Galactus, even if they can't beat him. So I will be having a video of her versus Galactus. I'm not sure when it'll come out. Of course, I'm going to be recording it on Saturday, but I have some other Galactus videos already recorded that I just need to do the commentary for. Well, maybe I'll just move her up to the top of the list since she does have her uniform on sale right now. But anyway, that'll be just a quick look at Kamala Khan's new uniform right here. Overall, the uniform looks very strong for her. She's got great survivability. Her damage is really good as well. With the survivability that I see here, she might actually do pretty good in PvP. Now that I think about it, because she has a lot of healing. She's got multiple iframes that start at the beginning of the skill, so she can kind of interrupt opponents or get into that iframe. Yeah, she might actually do okay there. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.